We're following new developments in the search for that Tennessee mother, Eliza Fletcher. Memphis police are working to identify a body found yesterday about 20 minutes away from where the missing school teacher was last seen. Fletcher was abducted while jogging early Friday morning after police say she was chased and forced into a black SUV. Cleotha Abston was arrested this weekend and charged with aggravated kidnapping and tampering with evidence. He is set to appear in court today at some point for an arraignment. Investigators say DNA on a pair of sandals was part of what led to the arrest. The family of Eliza Fletcher released a video statement this weekend asking for the public's help in finding her.
My name is Mike Keeney, and I am the uncle of Eliza Fletcher. On behalf of Liza's family, her husband Richie, her children, her mom Adele, her father Beasley, her brother Gil, and all the members of her family, we want to make a brief statement. We want to start by thanking everyone for their prayers and outpouring of support. Eliza has touched the hearts of many people, and it shows. We want to thank the Memphis Police Department, Shelby County Sheriff Department, TBI, FBI, and all of the other law enforcement agencies who are working tirelessly to find Eliza. The family has met with police, and we have shared with them all the information we know. More than anything, we want to see Eliza returned home safely. The family has offered a reward for any information that leads to her safe return. We believe someone knows what happened and can help. If you have any information on this crime or Eliza's location, call the police at 901-545-COPS or call Crime Stoppers at 901-528-CASH. Thank you.
You can see, the statement is one thing. It's the heartbroken family members in the background that really touch you. And there are some local affiliates reporting that that body found over the weekend has been positively identified as Eliza Fletcher. We'll get more information, of course, when it's official. That is some source-based reporting from some locals. Court TV has not confirmed that. The bottom line is there are a lot of worried and just shocked folks there in Memphis over this school teacher who went jogging, ends up possibly dead. Let's bring in Marion County, Iowa attorney Ed Bull is with us this morning, and former prosecutor and constitutional attorney KrisAnne Hall is also with us. She's in Tampa, Florida. Ed, of course, in Marion County, Iowa. And Ed, to you first. This is a heartbreaker. Kind of reminds you of the Molly Tibbetts case a bit. Just out jogging. Your thoughts on this, specifically the suspect here? He went to prison for 20 years on the exact same charge, was released in 2020, Cleotha Abston. As a prosecutor, is this one of those cases that, I mean, you're not involved in it, obviously, that just makes your blood boil?
Well, you're right, Ted. It's the absolute worst case scenario. It's the type of crime that should strike fear into every single person that exists. There's lots of people who go out every morning for a jog, and we expect that they return home. By all accounts, there is absolutely nothing in Fletcher's background that would lead you to believe that she was engaged in any type of behavior that would make her more likely to be the victim of a crime. And it's absolutely horrifying to think what every single person in the Memphis community is thinking this morning as they wake up, and perhaps thinking about taking a second thought about whether or not they're going to go for a run or a walk with their family or a loved one. But you're right, Ted. Someone needs to take a step back and look at this defendant. Suspect was 16 years old when he kidnapped at gunpoint an attorney and drove him around town and made him take money out. And he was sentenced to 24 years in prison in 2000. It's 2022, and he was let out early, clearly. So why was that decision made? And as a prosecutor, you're exactly right. All we try to do is put the facts in front of a jury. We leave it up to judges to sentence people, and then the individuals who have the most control in our criminal justice system most of the time appears to be our board of paroles that are letting folks out of prison.
KrisAnne, what stands out to you on this? It's one of those stories she's a kindergarten teacher, 2 kids. It's horrible.
One thing that we must understand is that we can't possibly predict these things, and we can't possibly stop people from doing bad things. But what we can do is look at people's past behavior and their current mindset. And the big question here is, again, why was he let out early? What exactly happened while he was in prison to make people believe that his behavior was reformed? And what are the criteria for determining that? Now, we are a society of innocent until proven guilty, so there's no trial that's been had. We can't possibly know if this man is actually the one that is guilty of this crime. But I think as a woman, it's really important for women in society, especially when you're out running early in the morning and it's not light, there's not a lot of people out there, is we need to be situationally aware. We are our greatest defense in a situation like this. And we need to be more aware of our surroundings and have a better mindset about keeping ourselves safe. I think joggers get into that zone and they have their headphones on and they lose themselves in the run. If you're going to choose to run at that time of the day, then you need to really make sure that you keep your mind set on your surroundings. Every victim is the first responder, and we have to be prepared and ready to defend ourselves and to be in a situation where we make ourselves safe.
But that chilling effect, then, hey, you got to live your life, and are we supposed to fear that someone is going to abduct us near our home, the place that we've lived for many, many years, that we feel comfortable in? And Ed, to your point earlier, that's that chilling effect, is the oh my gosh, you know, this is horrible, and it has more. It's horrible, and you don't want to blame. I get where you're coming from, Chris Ann,
right.
But people will be like, don't blame the victim, and that'll be the
no, not at all.
Yeah.
Right. This is not about living your life in fear, obviously, but it's about being smart and being smart about your surroundings. And we can protect ourselves because we have to understand people are not angels. And we understand that there are bad people out there who want to do bad things. And again, it's not about living your life in fear. It's about being smart.
Ed, so if indeed, again, some locals are reporting that, according to sources, this is a positive identification in terms of the body found yesterday, what happens procedurally, do you think, today? He was supposed to make a court appearance on the kidnapping charge, the original charges, probably an upgrade here to murder, and possibly a delay in his initial appearance. What would normally take place in a situation like this, if indeed it is her body?
Well, I think he would probably more likely than not, depending on Tennessee law, still make his initial appearance. Clearly, the court's going to be aware of the enhancement charges that are coming. He was going to be arraigned on an aggravated kidnapping charge anyway, so we're talking about millions of dollars in bond, especially in light of the fact that the evidence underlying the kidnapping charge had him trying to destroy evidence and trying to wash his clothes and the like. He's clearly a flight risk. He's going to be in jail on millions of dollars of bond, with the understanding that there's going to be an additional charge upgrade coming of some type of felony murder or first-degree murder if in fact the ME is able to discern that this is in fact Miss Fletcher's body.
Yeah, and again, so we are expecting him in court today. When that happens, we'll bring it to you live if possible, but we'll definitely update you throughout the day on the proceedings. But to Ed's point, get him in, get him in the system, and then they can take their time on the murder charge, if indeed it's her body, and if indeed they do believe that he would be responsible. We will keep you posted.